What's up, YouTube? So here we go. Last night on Raw, we all know it, that Brock Lesnar kind of had a freak attack and was suspended because he endangered the lives of employees such as Michael Cole, Booker T, and JBL. And he F5, in case you guys didn't know, he F5 Michael Cole and the cameraman. Um, and Paul Heyman and Stephanie McMahon was trying to tell Brock to stop, which he kind of laughed it off, like, no, I'm not gonna really stop. Like, it's just basically saying, like, I'm the beast incarnate, I'm the conqueror. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm just a one-man nation, army. Like, there's just nothing, like, but, as I said in the previous video, about about Seth Rollins stealing, basically he stole that moment. It's like he kind of planned it out. Like, if already, you can tell that where bits and bits and pieces were just planned for WrestleMania. Like, you can tell when Triple H has the X coming to WWE. You can all tell, like, when he has that set up. And, it's always good to watch the SmackDown and Raw, or Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania, because it kind of relates to WrestleMania in a way. It's definitely good. I watched some of it, but I didn't watch all of it. And I'm still trying to watch it. So it's just bits and pieces for me, like, that I'm looking at. Chunks and, chunks and chops. But at the same time, I'm just kind of glad, like, Michael Cole wasn't injured more than what he was. Just, you know, um, J&J Security, they definitely did their job, and which was saving Seth Rollins from getting attacked. Um, you know, you got Seth Rollins who went away, and it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely chunks. I know it's more to the story. It's just much more to everything. Um, but let's get down to the real story. Let's just go into the real story. Um, all right. Well, all right. So we have Brock Lesnar. Did you have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns? You have Brock Lesnar coming out each and every Raw, saying what he's gonna do to keep his World Heavyweight Championship, what he's gonna do to defeat Roman Reigns, and you have Roman Reigns where he's coming out. I will beat him for the World Championship, and then when you get down to WrestleMania, you have Seth Rollins, who basically steals the show. Let's just take one from Dolph Ziggler, stealing the show, where you can tell where that really was planned, because he definitely had that whole thing set up. Where I see it was to, and I'm just doing a little impression of Seth Rollins, where I'm gonna go wait for something good. I'm gonna wait till they're both down. I'm gonna wait until I can get in the ring where they're both down, where either I can curb stomp Roman Reigns, or I can curb stomp Brock Lesnar, or either I can wait till they're both up and one of them does the finisher, and then they'll drop down because they're too weak, and then I'll hit the curb stomp, kick one of the other opponents out of the ring, and then boom, I have the championship. Then that next following Monday Night Raw, one of them will want a championship rematch, because one of them was supposed to be in the Today Show. So I'll act like something's, like, not medically clear with me, and I'll just kind of shut it down with the authority, and then I'll eventually give him his rematch, or eventually just keep adding on, making excuses. I don't have to do a rematch. So I can keep the title longer. That's just how I saw it when Brock Lesnar went off on Seth Rollins, and then you have Seth Rollins goes, and I quote, "My foot is a little hurt from curb stomping you guys last night." You definitely see where a lot of that is planned, um, but I think just WrestleMania itself, the Levi Stadium, like that's one of the best stadiums they could possibly have, like, okay, like one of the best arenas that they've been in. Like the arena was just epic. Just the fans, like just the wrestlers. And none of this, all of this isn't just gonna be about Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins and JJ Security and Authority. But let's get into the other matches. How about that ladder match? It was epic. I, it is sometimes it is hard to watch ladder matches because it's so dangerous, and you know they're just dangerous. They're very painful, and you know they say wrestling is not real, but it is. It really, really is. I saw the bullhammers that Wade Barrett was giving out, and they uh they did not look so good. They looked like they were kind of painful, and then you have where R-Truth hit the scissors kick and made Wade Barrett go down, face down, into the ladder. It was kind of bad, just bad. Like that hurt, and just without feeling it, you knew it just from the facial expression and then the response from it. You know, most of the times when you hear those ladders crashing together, you know something's about to happen or something's just not right. When even one of those wrestlers, that professional wrestling, you just know. Um, Yesterday, it kind of brings you back on the ladder match though. Yesterday I was watching the WWE Network with the rivalries between Edge and Authority, and they had some pretty brutal ladder matches, you know, without like the 1990s, 80s, when it was Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys. Um, yeah, it kind of makes me wish, like, because for some reason, like in the WCK games, I do like love ladder matches, and I love doing it because it's so extreme. I like extreme rules, and I like ladder matches. They're personally my top two favorites. Hell in a Cell, it kind of comes into play, but I don't really care for Hell in a Cell. It's kind of it's cool, but it's really nothing. It's just a cage being lowered, while it's just two men breaking the steel and going on. It's really nothing. But you know, let's talk about Sting. I think Sting is definitely gonna have like, well, to me, like, even though he lost, he he did his best at WrestleMania. But like when people lose, like, and they fight it out in the octagon. Um, to me, if I know somebody really did try their best in a match, like it doesn't matter to me whether they lost or whether they won. It's just as long as you try, and I think if you try to succeed at what you want, as long as you succeed at it, that's fine. Being a legend isn't about being legendary or just succeeding at everything. It's about doing what you want to do and getting what you can out of it, and as long as you're happy with it, then yeah. Um, but I think Shane definitely was happy. Um, you had the rivalry between NWO and you had DX, Generation X, the whole clan of them. You know, it was great. I definitely think Triple H planned that one. Uh, Definitely, it was great to actually see Hulk Hogan because you haven't seen him in months. You know, yeah, it was great. You know, how about the Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt? Undertaker actually looked better, healthier than what he was last year when his streak was conquered by Brock Lesnar. Which, you know, I think most people try to take Undertaker for a joke because, like, he looks a little weak sometimes. Like, I think once something happens and, you know, people automatically assume, like, oh, well, he conquered, well, like, alright, well, oh, Brock Lesnar conquered Undertaker's streak. Now I can go in and do the same thing. That's not always true. Like, just because one person does it doesn't mean you have the ability to do it either. No, it's not. It's not how it works all the time. It may work some of the time, but I'm gonna tell you, 99% to 100%, it's not gonna work that way. It just isn't. And how about Stephanie McMahon? How about Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey? That was epic to me. Me personally, not knowing who Ronda Rousey is, because I'm mostly more of like the WWE. Not really into like the MMA, the UFC, um, like the boxing. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret though. I'm only a WWE person. I don't like boxing. I like UFC, but I don't really watch it because I don't know like what channels to go to or whatever. And blah. Um, if, I like WWE, NBA, and NFL. That's three. Again, WWE, NBA, and NFL. Oh, and number four would be hockey, even though I don't watch hockey, but it's cool. Um, I'm gonna actually start watching NBA. NBA, WWE isn't a problem. I mean, I had times where I didn't really watch it, um, but yeah, um, I'm gonna be working with a lot more YouTubers soon. We're trying to throw together videos and ideas, but well, I guess that's all today. I guess that's just it. Peace out.